Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the one. We should have put this on pay-per-view.
Yeah, that would have. I think they would have paid to see
They
this.
probably would have.
I swear to God, I think they would have paid to see this, bro. Like, if we posted a picture right now, that would be like,
what are they doing next to each other?
like that would be crazy. And they was like, what?
Throughout the times of the past, like maybe a year or two, there's been like 3 or 4 pictures of me and you.
For sure, and it always gets
Always. I get a text, a picture like,
what y'all doing?
Somebody photoshopped this. Like, no, I was
What
with
y'all
him.
doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long time since the last time. Mr. F.A.B. is back in here with me. What's going on, brother?
Man, it's been a long time since the last time.
Long time.
When the last time you heard it like this? What up, baby?
Well, hey, man, good to have you back up in here, man.
It's good to be in here.
We're
Definitely.
here to clear the air and make things right, let people know that it may seem like there was issues and things. It probably was at one time. But me and him actually talk more than you actually think.
If this is a week thing, like we talk on a weekly, man, and like you say, it was years on top of years of just us both being stubborn, us being like, whatever. But it made it for this. It made it dope for this, man. The fruition of this friendship and relationship is dope.
Now, I'm going to take it all the way back to the beginning. For those who don't know or just filling in like, why is this all this hoopla and all this talk is on the internet, tell them who is in here. What's your name?
Man, Mistah FAB, man.
Straight out of what?
Oakland, California.
And where did it all start at?
It started right there on Camille, man. Them battles, man. Battle of the Bays.
Yeah.
Vaughn was like, we're going to do some stuff for the Bay Area. We doing some battle stuff. It was a couple guys. It was like back then it was like 4 guys. It was Locksmith. It was Clyde Carson and the team. And it was Balance. And that was like the core of the Bay Area. The first.
Back when we first started, we tried to put the thing together.
For sure.
And then it started going. I remember everybody just would come up with just records. Not records, would come up with verses.
Right.
We would have everybody rap against each other. We didn't have any records at the time.
For sure. Nobody had a record.
Nobody. Then we started about 2002. Everybody started coming with records. And we finally started putting it together. And we tried to make a path for everyone to go, which y'all would now call the Hyphy movement.
Right.
And I can honestly say, I wish we could have done this for everybody, because I do not remember any of us that was in that room saying, hey, let's call this Hyphy.
It was never called that.
I was like, wait, we didn't name it that. How did it happen? But then it was the good times, and we all made things happen. And through those times, we made a lot of classic records. And we tried to achieve, I want to say, the status that we all seen the other rappers was out there trying to get. And before I go any further, what do you think we didn't do to get what we wanted? Because it felt like we had it. We had the videos, we had the songs, we had the whole area. We was all united in one.
It's crazy because I think, like you say, man, we did everything. We had the ingredients for success, not knowing what we were mixing up. Now, we were just kids, man, just making records, having fun. Come up with a record, give it to you. The next day, the Bay going crazy. And the formula was just working. But one thing that we said prior to having this conversation off air is we never put together a tour.
Never.
So the nation never got to see it collectively.
Yeah.
They never got a chance to see all of us take one stage because everybody brought something to the movement. 40 with his experience and just his longevity of collecting fans for years. Too Short, the Godfather, Keek the Sneak, like the face of it, the Pack, all of these guys, we all brought different things to the game. Like Clyde Carson and those guys, they were like the fly guys of it.
Right.
Me being like charismatic, like, you know, like the poster child, the young guy that's rapping and stuff. But I don't think it was ever showcased on one stage.
Was it ever talks of it? I mean, I know individuals, we all used to talk and things like that. What happened? Why was there no head to say, hey, we need to get on a bus, we need to go city to city and put together this show, let them know what it is? Because we had here locked. What happened?
I don't think that it was ever talked about like that. I don't think that. I mean, of course, we would be like, "Yo, 40 put together a tour," because 40 was
the god of the whole thing. He was
that was the money. 40, we were all just rapping. It was fun to us, but 40 was rich already. Like we were trying to get rich and trying to get money off of it, doing shows. And Cats is like, "Yo, got 2,000 for you to perform. You want me to perform? Like, come on, at 2000 was like, run it. So, but like, we didn't have the funds to go put together a tour like that. So I think we were all looking for someone to come in and kind of like galvanize that. And it just didn't happen. And then as we continued to keep going and certain things progressed for some, others kind of didn't like the way that other people were growing at that time. And that's when all it starts trickling down. Everything starts spiraling down after that, man, because certain people start hating on these people's success, or it just spirals down, man. But to look back at it, it was some fun times, bro.
It was awesome times. And then things happened, and me and you went left. What happened?
I don't know. It just seems weird. And for years, I was like, man, they stopped playing me. The Hyphy movement died. Like, it died, bro. It was me, man. It was me. And it was so many different things, man, with that. But as we look back on it, and me and you at our differences and watching us feud, it's like 10 years later, it's like watching old school NBA games, and you be like, dude, look at Miller and Jordan. Like, you know what I'm saying? They was going at it like they always, Barkley and Shaq and all of these different guys, and the competitiveness of what was going on, when in actuality, we were all on the same team.
Yeah.
You know, we were all on the same team. It was like the dream team, and it was the dream team when they was competing, when Magic Johnson was telling Michael Jordan, I'm still the face of the league, and Jordan was like, nah, this is a new NBA.
Yeah.
But the probes of that power, you don't understand that. You feel like if somebody's not agreeing with you, they hating.
Right.
You feel like if somebody's not riding with you every day, they against you.
Right.
And then the people around you, you know, you have certain yes men around you, or you have certain people who are trying to protect their position. So they're going to say, for their wrongs and their doing and their involvement in creating the monster that you're becoming, they'll blame everyone else, and they'll make you blame everyone else. Right. And so sometimes you have to have time to sit back and reflect and think on things. I think one of the biggest moments at that time was my mother passing, and me and her talking like prior to her passing, and her saying things like, in life, you have to make amends with those that you've offended, and you have to give other people a chance and at least reach out. So therefore, forgiveness is not for the one that's forgiven. Forgiveness for yourself. Forgiveness is for yourself, because you can't live with that burden continuously. Hate eats at its host. And she would tell me that, and she would always be like, you need to go call, like, you know, go try to meet with him, go talk to him, and go admit that you were wrong. Because now you may not have been wrong about everything, but go admit your involvement in the wrong. And when she passed, I kind of like dedicated my life to saying, for everything that I've done, let me be a man about it. And not just in this situation, but just certain things with involvement with women and my daughter's mom and things like that. Let me be a man about it.
Yeah.
And that's what has helped me mature to who I am now, and where I can sit here and look you in your eyes and say, I was wrong about certain things, and I apologize as a man. I'm appreciative to have the opportunity to do it. And it was never about, oh, you kissing his ass, you doing this. Nah, it's not about that. Right. It's about us being adults now, us looking at it from a clear perspective, saying this is bigger than us. So this is a beautiful day.
It's a big day, man. I've told him off mic, and I told him before, it's not that I had any hate toward him. It was just that I was more so hurt, because in the beginning of his career, I used to be a big supporter. And when I felt like it turned on me, I was like, wow, what the fuck just happened? I used to go to his battles. We used to cheer him on. Anybody else was trash. Yo, Fab gonna kill him tonight. We gonna kill him. I just take the mic from DJs and hosts. Make sure you had the right beat going. Remember we did that one night?
Right, for sure. Played the right one. Like,
I had to do it. You know what I mean? It just felt like it was like bad. But that taught me in life. And sometimes those things can happen.
Years later, man, to look back at that, man, and be like, wow, we really had a dream team. I think like he said, man, a story of it and the showcasing of it now would still be dope because it's still very much so relevant.
Right.
Because we are 2-3 degrees of separation from what the Bay Area is now.
Right.
For those who have been in, I remember me now, I'm to these younger guys what E40 was to me, what E40 and Keep the Sneak was to me.
Right.
And so I'm like in the middle. I'm like not the hella old guy, but not the young guy either anymore.
Right.
So I'm that guy that's like getting tugged both ways. And I think it would be dope, man. It would be something to see.
All right, now since you are now elder statesman, and we talk about, let's first run down the line. Who are your top 3 favorite young ones out here right now?
Right now, my first pick would have to go to Mozzie.
Okay.
I feel like Mozzie's the hottest guy in California. Musically, when it comes from rapper to rapper, he's insane.
Yeah.
Like he can rap
And he got these streets on lock.
on fire. Like anyone that says that the streets not Mozzie, they lying or they not in the streets. Number 2, I would have to give it to my homegirl Kamaya. I've been working with Kamaya for years. I remember being at the youth center and Youth Uprising 7-8 years ago, and you know us doing records in the studio, her and I, and watching her grind, watching opening up my studio doors to her, watching her and her clique perform records and record songs in my studio in Emeryville, to see where she is now, to see how she's endured. And making good records, making some dope records where it come on in the club and everybody's singing it like, damn, that's the baby. That was her name before Kamaya. Her name was the baby.
Word.
So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. So that's dope to watch her progresses like that. Then third would be third right now. And I mean, you can't deny what Tayway is doing. You can't deny the fact that Tayway has a record that's organically building, and it's building in the streets, it's building in the schools, it's building, you know what I'm saying, wherever you go. I just watched a clip. My little cousin Marshawn was in Egypt and was playing his song, and to see that, like, whoa, like, you know, and to watch what Tayway is doing for Richmond and the collective is dope. So I think I would have to give the most talked about 3 people to those people right there. Yeah.
From what we learned throughout the years of what we've been doing, and we're going to get on to what you've been doing because you've been doing a whole lot of work. We're going to get on to that. What are the little advice that you can give to these people to say, look, I've seen what you're doing. I've seen someone get it like you, but you ain't going to make it unless you
make the proper steps, man, of progression. And what I mean by that is, if you're going to be doing music, do music. You know what I mean? Don't worry about nothing else. Don't worry about who this person said in this street or what this person on this side said or, you know, what these guys on these blogs are doing. If you're doing music and what you have done up until this point has gotten you to the topic of discussion, continue doing music. Stay hungry and stay humble, and don't offend those that's helping you. You know, don't offend, and don't. It's okay to. I've always been taught it's okay to use someone, but don't misuse someone.
Right.
You know, keep your circle tight, and most of all, stay business minded. Stay business minded, because it's so easy to be a rapper, man. But when these calls start coming, when these labels start calling, don't just jump on the first thing that's, you know what I'm saying, that's coming for you. And if I've been building with you and me and you have a relationship, and then this guy calls you on your other line and you automatically just hang up with me and then go jump in that relationship, it's like, dude, you just offended someone who's got you to this point. Right. So you can't do that, man. Learn from the mistakes of those who have made mistakes before you. And if you don't learn from those losses, then there's no lesson. And once time comes in delivering of what it is between success and sacrifice, it's stuck in a gray area, and that gray area can take you a long time to either get to success or you be the sacrifice. So just, you know, stay palms up, man, and stay focused.
Do you think, myself included, let's just say me and you, I don't care about nobody else, let's talk about me and you. Are we doing the most that we should be doing to help these people? I play a few records here and there. You see them and you've been to the studio a few times. do you think for us to make it, we all know the Bay got talent, and we've seen it get to this point. Is it because we all didn't really strap on like, yo, man, I'm in here with you, and we don't want nothing from you.
Right.
We just need you to succeed. Are we doing enough? Or, because I know, me and you, like, it'd be like a night, you might see me and Fab on the corner, 2 a.m., just talking about y'all young kids. Like, hey, man, if he did this, maybe he'd do it. Yeah, he would. And we may not tell y'all because a lot of times they be hard-headed, like youngins are, like we were.
Right.
But I think we need to get out there. Sometimes I do. Because as we both know, me and you have had battles, and we've had issues with those that we've tried to help, and they just don't want to listen.
Right.
But sometimes I think we need to like crack the whip on them and be like, look, B.
Me and you, collectively, our powers are far more powerful than I think that we ever gave ourselves credit for, due to us being always at each other the way that we were.
Yeah.
But together, if you look at when the pros and cons, it's like, I look at it like basketball. You look at it, your own point, the ups and downs of when I'm on the court, the scale differences, the plus minuses. Our plus far outweighs our minuses.
Right.
And that's with 10 years of separation. So us together, the power that we're able to galvanize with these guys. Let's say if we're putting together like a BIGVON DJ Khaled type project, where me going out A&Ring or, you know, writing, adding hooks here and there, and you going out saying, okay, Fab, I want this record, I want this person on this record. I think that we could create something that could be it could be mammoth, man, like what we would be able to do just based off allowing our powers to connect, because there's certain things and there's certain areas that it would be stupid for you to go to certain areas. You know what I'm saying? Certain things it's like, yo, wow, what was Von doing there?
Right.
So then you delegate those responsibilities to guys like myself. And then there's areas that I would be stupid to go to. So I delegate those to, you know, these street guys, these DJs, these up and coming to J12s and these younger guys that's working. And collectively, man, I think that we can spearhead something possibly even bigger than what we once had, just based off the fact that we know now. We know what happens when you fumble the ball. We know what happens when the people that are in position or the star players don't act accordingly to the game plan of a team.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be a star player who abides by the team rules, and then you have the Iversons, the Tracy McGrady's.
Right.
These guys that are exceptionally well and possibly Hall of Famers, but they were individuals. So when they retired, they never got that ring because they never knew what it was like to play as a team. Now, in our careers, the later part of our careers, which is still flourishing and still blossoming because we have new things on the horizon, we have that opportunity to say, we could get a ring. We could get a couple rings. And that's a beautiful thing, because it's the power of growing and the blessings of saying, let's talk, man. Like, it was unfortunate that Malcolm X and Martin Luther King died before they were able to put together their plans and their conversations. But when you look at history books, you see certain pictures of them together. Imagine what their conversations were about.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Publicly, the lasting image of people, what they thought about them is that they were against each other.
Right.
So they never got a chance to publicly let people know that they were in connection and injunction with making something far bigger for the people. So unfortunately, they died before that was able to go public. And the blessing of it is you and I have been able to put our thoughts together and say, let's go public with this. Because for the past 4 or 5 years, we've been 100 with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the rest of the world feels still like Von hates Fab and Fab hates Von, and it's not about that. So this is great for us to go public and let people know for moving forward, this is what the move is.
Because we had to do it, because we're seeing the second wave come back around the area, and I don't want to see us fumble again. I still want the spotlight to come back on us. When rapping was still doing good for you, you decided to do a lot of writing. You wrote a lot of big records. For those that don't know, give them some resume.
We co-wrote one of the biggest records to the Loyal record. Chris Brown was able to be a part of that record. It was dope. Shout out to Bobby Brackens and Ty Dolla was able to be a part of that record. Regionally was able to be a part of the Get Her Dough record for D-Lo,
Right.
which was like the resurgence of D-Lo making his record come back. That was a dope record for him. I scored a double 3 times platinum record with the Headband record for B.O.B., which was a very, very dope opportunity for Bob to reach out to me to jump on that. A lot of the things that guys have been hearing lately from Too Short, like for the past 5-6 years, like I've damn near penned everything for Short.
Yeah.
With him, just, him at a level of, I've done it all already. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that, Short needs somebody to write from now. It's just, he's done it all, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my godfather. That's my mentor, my big brother, my uncle, all the whole thing in one. And I was watching him not necessarily lose his passion for music, but just not be into it like he used to. And I was just like, yo, dude, we got to come together. Let's, come on, Short. You know what I'm saying? You steal the face of this. You're Short.
Yeah.
Worldwide. And so to be able to work with him and to reap some of the benefits of being with him and writing things for him and learning from him. I've learned so much stuff from him. Being like a liaison to him. Got a couple records that's about to drop. That's some dope records that I added my pen to, and and that's been dope, man. That's what's when you and I were going through our thing, and like people be like, "Yo, Fab, why you not on the radio?" I had to find something for me to outlet for me to do, and writing became that outlet. Writing for others and utilizing my ability to write songs. Because one thing they can't deny is, during our movement, I was like one of the only people with like 8-9 songs on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had Super Sick With It, Kicked Out the Club, New Oakland. It would be like every time you turned around, it was like your Metros and Chirpers. It'd be like the 949 was playing like the Ghost Rider records.
Right.
It was just like, yo, like, dude, Fab, stay on the radio. So my ability to write had never been in question.
Do you regret the Ghostbuster car?
Now that Nas just posed for it, no.
No, man, come on.
Like watching Nas do the Ghostbuster stuff, no, not bro. Those like, it was crazy to be able to have the actual Ghostbuster car.
Yeah, so, but come on.
Like, that was dope. I think I made history for the hood for that.
Fab, bro. Come
Bro,
on.
keep it real, bro.
Come
We
on.
brought that. It was
No,
many, bro.
man. No, that's when I was like, oh, shit. Did he say Ghost Ride It? And he had the Ghostbuster car? Fuck
You know
no.
who told me to do that, bro?
Who?
Short told me. Short was like,
He's not your friend.
Short was like,
He told you
Short
he's
was
not
like
your
the
friend.
first person to do a song about ghost riding, like
Right.
the ghost ride. He was like, everywhere I go, man, the only thing they want to know is what's ghost riding, man.
Right.
It's like, do a song about that. And so we was just, man, I think we was on one night in the studio, and I was like, Shanti, redo the Ghostbusters beat, bro. We just gonna go crazy. But man, them times, man, that was fun, man. It was times, bro.
I'm off topic, man. Let's get back. Out of all those records that you wrote, was there any negativity in the record? Was there a lot of killing? Was there a lot of shooting and stuff like that? Because it seems now that what this could, when we be out and the songs come on, we have a good time, and they shoot them up, bang, bang, it's fun. But I think that's going to hinder us from getting to where we are. And I'm like, I tell them motherfucker off top, I'll be like, look, you're not going to be on Good Morning America saying that. I know it's fun to yell, bitch, ho, fuck all this like that. But from you who have sold records and made hit records, you knew when you was writing that for whoever, that wasn't going to get there. And this is like one of them gems we want to teach the younger ones that's listening to this right now or watching this or whatever. It's cool, but we need to make it more than just our area. And it's cool to be in the club. We can do it at the function and y'all can hear these songs and it's fun. But you know when you about to write that hit record and you know you trying to take it to wherever, Tallahassee, New York or whatever, they not going to take all the cuss words and all the killings and stuff like that. How you feel? I need to know.
Man, killing ain't gonna get you nowhere, man.
Right.
Like, killing to get you popular, because that's what's popular, you know. Everybody, you know, especially
The allure.
the allure of I'm a
having
killer.
the guns and I think I'm going to kill.
Just imagine, you being a super good kid and you just in your head rapping the lyrics and like, yeah, I'm a. You feel like you're a gangster when that's for the 3 minutes of that song. Then it's back to your reality.
Right.
It's just like, somebody who's at work and some trap music come on, they swear they sell dope.
Right.
Like, dude, you work at State Farm, dude, chill out. Like, you know what I mean? But like you
I'm
said,
a trapper in my mind.
in my mind, boy, I just killed 7 people, boy.
Bricks.
That's not like, And once again, I can't knock nobody. If you feel
I'm
me,
not
like
knocking.
we're not knocking
We're
you guys.
not
Check this
knocking
out.
at all. I'm just saying
But
for the bigger purpose.
It gotta be
I'm talking
bigger,
about
bro.
you. When you wrote
No,
these
no,
records,
no.
when B.O.B. came,
Fun.
and you know you could write them.
Fun
When B.O.B. came, you wasn't like, nah, B, I ain't gonna give you this.
No, we're gonna fun records. We're gonna have fun.
Right.
One thing that's undeniable, like I watch a lot of the unsungs and things like that, like from hit records after hit records, and one thing that's always in common that never gets old is fun, dancing, love, and like just the life, like life. You know what I'm saying? Describing a struggle beautifully.
Right.
You know what I mean? The life. That's the like where it becomes a beautiful struggle, which is somewhat an oxymoron if we speak from literal terms. But when we look at the vision of what we're painting, when Jay-Z did Hard Knock Life,
Right.
he made something like Brooklyn Marcy, that's real grimy hood ghetto project, and he put the sample. And it was like, yo, you made this beautiful. Like, you made this struggle. I forgot we was talking about a project song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what it is, man. So to all the young artists out there, the writers, let's be more conscious of what we're doing when we writing these records, of where do we want to take it. Now, do we want to be locally popular? Or do you want to have a worldwide record? Do you want to be able to say, man, I got stamps on this passport from this record?
Yeah.
You got to get in a club. You got to have fun, and you got to be breathing life, man. Nobody want nobody. Like, say somebody wants you to perform at their Sweet 16 party. They don't want to get in there and be like, yo, he killed the whole party. Yo, shut the whole party, man. You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
guns. He was talking about killing.
Killed the whole party, man. So, nah, man, have fun, man. Lighten up. Like, you don't have to be so tough.
Yeah.
You know, but if that's your life, hey, do what you do, man, you know?
I just feel like sometimes, like, if me and Fab put together the school program and we gotta go sing at the school, we can't.
Certain artists won't be able to come through.
You may be the biggest motherfucker in the world, but you can't shooting gun busts at the schoolhouse.
I put it like this, man. Too Short made a career off saying bitch.
Right.
But through all of those projects, there were always the ghetto. Life is too short.
There it is.
It was things like Getting It. It would Short but Funky. What I'm saying is there were those songs that stood out, that talked about the world around them. That wasn't
Balance.
It
You
was
gotta
a
have
balance. So we need a balance from you guys. Like, with moving forward, we need a balance. We need you guys to be able to say, yeah, okay, I can do that. Yeah, you gassing. That's what it's called. Yeah, you gassing. You gassed it. But let's get a balance now. You know what I'm saying? Where's the oil? You know what I'm saying? You know, the car can run on gas, but it can't run on oil. We need water. Let's get a balance.
Right. We're going to make y'all young kids work. We're going to bring that light back on top of the Bay. What you think the Bay need to get us that light?
Just continuing work. I have to give a shout out to Sue and what he was able to do with the whole HBK movement. Like, those guys kind of seen where we kind of faltered and went different ways.
What's one thing they did that they do now that you didn't do then, that you missed out when you go?
Merchandise, man.
And there it is, motherfucker. They selling shirts.
Merchandise.
Where's the Mistah FAB shirt and why? There's probably one now. I know you selling clothing now.
Merchandise.
In 10 years,
Merchandise, bro.
When
They
did it
killed
hit you?
It hit me going on tour with Tech Nine.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
this nigga just made how much tonight?
Shirts, drawers, and hats.
60,000 tonight? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I saw that, I was like, yo, this is crazy. And then I was just like, dude, I'm finna come with something. So a few years ago, I started the Dope Era clothing line with one of my childhood close friends, Crypto, and man, the clothing line taking off, man. It took off to a great way. We actually have a store opening May 27th, the Dope Era store in my neighborhood, which is dope. So it's just that merchandise, them dudes like HBK killed it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sue made a soft million just off clothes, man.
Hey.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, to answer the question, not jumping far from it, but we have to have we have to implement that support system like we spoke on earlier. Initially, when we first were doing it, it was a big support system, and the phone lines were open, where we could come up with a record and we'd be like, Von, tell me what you think about this. I'm like, no, I ain't really feeling that one. Okay, what you think about this? Okay, yeah, this the one. Let me try it. And that was dope. That, you know what I'm saying, where people felt like they had that avenue to do that,
Right.
to present that. Now, we're not going to say, oh, yeah, this is an open avenue. Just give us records.
Please don't.
But test it out in the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? You got some good records, and if something is moving in these streets, let's give it a chance to get out there, to get more, to get her to where we could cultivate these stars. We could make these guys. It was a time where if Von put his stamp on it, that was the next star. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was like, okay, Von is playing the team. Boom. All of a sudden, the team takes off. Boom. Von's playing Fab. Okay, boom. Fab has a deal up with Atlantic. Boom. Von, boom, whatever it is. And we're, as the artists, you can only do so much. But we're the artists, we have to make good music. Good music that's uncanny, over the board, like not just Bay Area.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? Not just Bay Area. Just make some good music, man. And there is some artists out there that's making some good music. So we just want to know. I want to be able to. And then what we do, and this is where cats like you and I come into the fraction so vividly, is we utilize our connections. Everybody like, oh, bro, you want to fuck with us? Oh yeah, I need you to hop on this record for my nigga. Like, oh yeah, you want to? And that's just how the game is, man. Fuck with us. If y'all really rock with the Bay Area like y'all say y'all rock with the Bay Area, then support what we got going on. And that's to Bay Area artists, that's to outside parties, that's to DJs, that's to everyone that has been influenced by our sound, everyone that has been influenced by our lifestyle, everybody that's coming out here for Warriors games. You know what I'm saying? Rock with us.
Right.
And you and I are the gatekeepers. We're the gatekeepers because we are the guys that are at the fence. We outside. People say whatever they want to say about Big Von, like, yeah, man, Von, we won't do. Dude is he's at the same club every week. If y'all got a problem, I don't see you guys there. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside every day. So whoever say whatever they want to say about me, they don't like me, they like me, they love me, whatever it is, I am not hard to find. So we are the gatekeepers. Now, it's no big thing to see a Von or Fab out at a new Caribbean city, or to see us at a venue, a vinyl, or halftime, or wherever. So that means that these guys, the connection, that they're still there. They're still in the streets. So that coins us the gatekeepers. Now that we come into connection with each other, it's no limit to where we could take it.
Hey, man, we said enough, man. We're going to see where we're going to take it.
Yes, sir.
Try to make it happen. Mr. Fab's in the building. Make sure you check out his new website.
dopeera.com and therealmrfab.com. And Son of a Pimp 2, man, it's crazy. Son of a Pimp 2, May 27th.
Really?
It's nice, too.
Son of a Pimp 2 is coming.
May 27th.
Did you make shirts this time?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you going to make that thing happen.
Yes, sir. The merchandise is crazy. We recently just shot the first video 2 weeks ago with Lil Boosie. Brought Lil Boosie out here, which was dope to see it on the site. The site put it up. Cameo.com put up the behind the scenes. Boosie brought the whole city out. He's like the new Tupac to these kids.
True.
I mean, dude,
Very
like
true.
People was just like, females like, oh my God, nigga, I love you. Oh my God. Like, lady, you finna drop your baby. I don't care about this baby. I wish he was my baby daddy. Like, it was crazy, bro. So to see that, man, for us to be talking about 10 years later, and the album came out May 17th, 2005. Like Son of a Pimp, the first one that came out. And so 2016, man, May 27th, to see, 11 years later, 10 years, 11 years later, it's like, damn, that's a journey, man. It ages us.
Nah, I'm Peter Pan, B.
Peter Pan, I'm forever young. I wanna be. But nah, it's dope, man. The record is dope, and I think we did what we talked about as far as going getting love everywhere else. We also spoke about how back in the day when cats was doing records, there was no features, but nowadays the fans want to hear you with their favorite rappers.
Right.
So what I did was I just went and did records with everybody that I rock with, man. Everybody that's cool with me, that was just like, yo, you don't got to pay me for nothing, Fab. We like, I don't want nothing from you. I just want to see you win. So we got a chance to do records with Raekwon. I got like Raekwon on the album, Kendrick Lamar on the album, Lil Boosie, 2 Chainz, Jadakiss. Everywhere you go, somebody from the record. Like, you know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg, E40, and it's a lot of people on the record.
What's the new Bay anthem though? You have New Oakland.
I got a New Oakland.
Come on, man. You like New Oakland? You know that's been standing the test of time. Damn near 10 years.
I got 10
man.
years in, baby.
10 years of standing the test of time. So when you telling me you got another one on there,
bro. Me, E40, and Keek.
Don't even tell us the title. Now they got to look for it. It's gonna come out when?
May 27th.
And tell them the title.
Son of a Pimp 2, man.
And they can get it where?
iTunes, Google Play, all the stuff like that, and all the local stores, the 4 stores that still sell records. CDs, actually.
And there it is. Mr. FAB, brother. I'm glad to have you come through and we can do it. We're going to make it happen. And all you youngins out there, we coming to get you and make sure y'all get on the right path because we're going to bring the light back to the Bay. If we can get back together, anything can happen.
Yes, Lord.